Okay, hi guys, it's Inside Inventions, and today we're going to start working on the system to pedal the mopeds. This is a big stage in the moped build. So to do this, I've bought some Gorilla Glue epoxy. It sets in 5 minutes. And it says here, 2-part epoxy, which as you can see, I've opened it because I had to use it on repairing something else. I've also bought a Clark single speed bicycle chain and the mystery piece, the sprocket. So this is a 18 tooth mixed track sprocket. A little story about this sprocket. First time when we ordered this sprocket, it didn't come through. So we ordered it again, and I ordered this from Halfords, and they've actually given me the sprocket for free. So thanks, Halfords. So yeah, what we'll be doing is the sprocket will be mounted to the back wheel here, which we'll probably have to make some mounts and adjustments for, so it's in a line, because if we just put it onto the wheel, it will be aligned to the sprocket. We'll need to build a spacer so it is aligned with this sprocket here, which we're obviously joining with the chain, and I'm going to use the epoxy to put it on the wheel, and then hopefully and luckily we might be able to braze it on. If you don't know what brazing is, basically you heat up 2 pieces of metal that you want to braze together with a blowtorch. You get a little rod called a brazing rod, you dab it on the joint, it slowly melts, and leaving behind liquid metal which solidifies, and then it's basically like welding. Basically you basically get a little weld. So that's what we're going to do, but it's way cheaper and easier to do. Okay, so I'm just going to open up the sprocket and see what the collar, and mess about with the collar and that, and show you guys that. Okay, here's the sprocket. So here's the stuff if you need it. 18 tooth. So this little collar rim here, you see it's got some bumps. That will fit right in here, and it will lock. A bit of a push. It will lock into them bumps. Probably need a bit of a push to get that in. But you get the idea. So yeah, that's how that goes. So the collar fits into there, and then once that's done, we can epoxy that to the wheel. So the collar basically acts as a little adapter, a small reduced adapter. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the sprocket here, and there's a chain, and I've got a chain on it. It's not the exact chain we're going to use, but it's the same brand, so it will be exactly the same. As you can see, oh, that came off then. You see, it perfectly spins along. The sprocket. Put this up here. Okay, so this is the chain that I'm going to be using. Nice white chain. Wonder how long it's going to stay white. Probably not very long at all. So with the sprocket and the tyre, the sprocket, I mean this little metal rim on the tyre here is just like a millimetre short of fitting the sprocket on. The sprocket only just doesn't fit on. So if we wanted that on there, we'd have to grind that down. But I was thinking we don't want it on there, because if we put the tyre on, I'll show you why. If we put the tyre on, it'll be about there, let's say. You can see at the end here, we've got limited space before the tyre hits the side. So I've got this wooden ruler set up perfectly in line with the other sprocket for alignment. So this here would be where the sprocket has to be on this wooden line. So this would, and that would be where the wheel was. So if we had the sprocket there, if we had the wheel there, the sprocket would be right here, and obviously that's like 2 or 3 inches off. So what we'd probably have to do is what I'm thinking we should do right now is get some tubing, some metal tube that would fit around here. So we get some metal tube, fit around there, braze it and epoxy it on. So you got the wheel and a little bit of metal tube. And then on the other end of that metal tube, we can grind the metal tube just barely on the outsides, so we can fit the sprocket onto the end of that metal tube and braze it and epoxy it on. And then the metal tube, we can add, by doing that, we can add the 2 or 3 inches needed to set it align with the wooden post, which means it's aligned with the other sprocket. So I think that is what we're going to do. I think that's going to be the easiest. But, okay, I haven't got any metal tubing that big. So, yeah. So at the moment I'm a bit stuck. I've been looking at some PVC. This piece of PVC here from my air cannon. Same PVC we've used on the frame. And that only just covers the bearing radius. And that's maybe about 7mm extra we would need to have onto that. Which I was thinking we could easily do that with the heat gun. But then I was thinking, plastic, metal, can't braze it. I don't think it'll epoxy that well. So yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. So I think we're going to try to get the metal tube, because I think that's going to be the easiest solution I can think of. So yeah, so that's what I think we're going to have to do. So I'm a bit stuck what to do now, because I knew we'd need a spacer, but I didn't think we would do it like this. I thought we'd use the other end, but using the other end, that's even worse, because that's even I think that's just the same actually. I can't really see because there's a duct tape on there. If I cut that off, I think it's just the same as this side. It should be anyway. To stabilise the tyre. So yeah, that's probably what we're gonna have to do then. Buy some tubing. Yeah, we're only gonna need a little bit, maybe 5 inches. We just cut a few inches off until it matches the stick. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna have to do. So I'm gonna try buy some metal tubing as soon as I can. It might not be even this weekend. So yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. And then if I have any more ideas or solutions, I'll tell you guys about it, or anything like that, or anything extra with this, or how we could do it. Okay, so that's it for now, until I get some metal tube or I come up with another solution or find something else to do.